many things it tells us actually. Okay, as I mentioned in the very earlier part of this sharing session, the title is something that catchy. Title makes the difference, the first impression. Okay, so here, why am I asked 10 commonly appearing keywords? Sebab kita nak tengok sebenarnya apa perkataan yang kalau kita boleh letak, dia mungkin akan tarik minat examiner lah untuk further baca dan bagi good feedback probably for our what do you call that, proposals and so on. So but of course right, AI is also quite prone for the hallucination and so on. You cannot totally rely on this, but you can cross-validate. It depends on you. Or if you feel like daripada tak ada idea, tak apalah, saya ambil lah idea sikit daripada sini. Okay, so this is like some of the keywords which commonly appeared just for the past 3 years. So molecular, this kind of words lah. And then ChatGPT is so good. It even explained the frequency on what kind of molecular level it has been used. So genetic, okay, for my case, electrochemical sensor, popular in detection and analytical science, okay, or material science. So these are the things like, the words. Because what I can say, this is correct because I have personally go and analyze the words from the previous past titles without using the ChatGPT. So I used to see the word sensor, biosensor, environmental monitoring got appeared before. Okay, and then the fabrication, so biopolymer, this kind of terms. Okay, so when we write our proposal title, what you can do is you can pick up the keywords from here if it's relevant for you. Okay, you can pick up these keywords because I mean, like, it will give an idea of what do you call that? It's like something that common, because maybe the examiners are the same people. So if let's say same people, they will be like, keep on looking for the same pattern. There will be a pattern logarithm there, right? So we can play around with that. Okay, and also some additional notable trend. So Malaysia focused studies. So many titles are locally grounded, like Sarawak, Malaysian rice cultivators. So Matang, okay, this kind of terms. Natural product, fungi. Okay, so you can just go on, and maybe you can ask more questions. Maybe you're good in prompting, so you can do the prompting and you can do the analysis. Okay, so not only for the MTSF, even any funding that reveals their past recipient titles, you can use this kind of techniques to, I don't know, maybe you can increase the chance of it getting noticed. That's all. Okay, so okay, let's continue back.
Okay, the satu question, maybe you can answer this.
Yeah, sure.
Take a break sikit lah kan.
Boleh.
Apa nama? There's one from Mosha say. Hi doctor, is this grant only meant for researchers under 40 years old? I mean, all term members must be under 40, or if the applicant is above 40 years old, the applicant will be automatically disqualified. I think you have answered this in your early slides.
Yeah. So
can you repeat again?
Yeah, just to recap, according to because when we apply for any funding, there will be some set of rules, right? So what I can say is, according to the rule, yes, the main applicant must be 40 years old and below on the date of application closes, which is on 31st May. Okay. For example, let's say my birthday is in April, and this year I'm 39 years old. Okay, I can still apply. Next year, I'll be 40 years old, but then I'll be 40 years in April. But then the closing date is in May, right? So I'm going to be like 40 years plus 1 month, maybe. Okay, just giving some estimation. So 40 years plus 1 month. So that is not eligibility. So it should be below 40 years. But that's why I'm saying, if let's say you wanted to apply and your age is more than 40, so you try to find someone who is less than 40, you can make them as main applicant and you can become a co-researcher in the application. Okay, So if let's say you are a lecturer, so you don't need to worry because all this communication, even the MTSF funding, they want the university relationship. They are not giving the funding to anyone like without any proper affiliation and so on. So some or other later the funding will be registered at the university, and then you will be the project lead at the university level. But for them only, when you apply, you will be a co-researcher. So the answer is must be 40 years old, but the co-researchers can be more than 40. Doesn't matter. I hope I have answered.
You answered the question very well.
Okay.
Probably, but I just want to compliment you something. Your student who applied this looks like your baby brothers only. So that shows how young you are.
Thank you.
Okay, you can proceed for previous experiences.
Yeah. So I just include this slide here because before I give this talk, right, when I talk with my colleagues here and also from other IPTA, one of the message that I usually get is, MTSF ke, ni setiap tahun apply pun macam tak dapat je, macam malas lah nak apply, so tak nak apply. Even though they are eligible, they are less than 40 years old, they feel like, don't want to apply because every time getting rejected. In fact, the funny thing is, there was once I was told, even yang tak apply ke something like that, also get a rejection notice kind of a thing. So rejection is very common. Okay, you can't escape from that. So I just wanted to share here my past experience in applying for this MTSF funding. So I actually joined UiTM in December 2015. So 2016 was cooling off period. So 2017 I started to apply for the MTSF. So just a very quick one. If you can see my titles here, how it changed over the time. So in 2017, I applied on using a polyaniline, the conducting polymer with chicken eggshell for gas sensor. And I did not get the funding. And then 2018, the same proposal, but then I changed the content, I changed the title, and then I apply on a waste shell management, because when we are talking about chicken eggshell, it is waste shell management. Okay, it's waste management. So I tweaked the title, and of course I modified the content, but I did not get. In 2019, so I focused on another type of waste management, which is on the mushroom waste. So wanted to extract chitosan from the mushroom. So I applied on this project, also no success. Then in 2020, so almost the same, it's extraction of the chitosan from the fungus, but I proposed to apply, to use design of experiments, which is Taguchi method. But unfortunately, I didn't get. In 2021, again, it's about the waste management on the potential mushroom. But here, just one thing only I changed, box banker design. But so of course you have to change a bit there, here and there in the proposal, right? So I got changed and applied, again, fail. So the 2022, this is waste mycelia. Actually, the idea is the same, just that, mushroom, I changed into mycelia. Biomass valorization, I tried to use the words like, more catchy words from that time period. In 2022, we always heard the word like green circular economy and so on. Ini pun saya sudah try, still terdapat juga. Okay, and then 2023, unleashing new optimized methodology for the electrochemical detection of pesticide, and then this is on a paper base. So it was quite a changeover actually, because from the previous titles, this one is also sensor, but it's a paper-based sensor using multivariate. Multivariate is actually also the box banker and also the Taguchi. Just, I tweaked the names, but I did not get it as well. And 2024, so this is the year that I used my student name as the main applicant. In fact, the other years also I have used my students, but different title according to their projects, according to their master projects, but we also didn't get. Okay, so it's not necessary that if you use your student name, definitely you will get. No, not necessary also. Okay, so it depends on the panels, the judges, and so on. So how many years of trial? I think about 7 attempts, me as a main applicant alone. Okay, So on the 8th attempt only, I managed to secure this funding. So I'm just sharing this because don't give up. You can take a pause, but don't give up, because this kind of a funding, you as a main applicant can only apply until you're 40 years old, right? So just make use of the chance. As long as the projects can be done, is fine. Okay. One more thing that I would like to also highlight here. First, you are applying for many years, right? So there are chances where the next year, this year you apply, you don't get it. The next year you feel like, apply pun mesti tak dapat, kita pakai je lah proposal yang sama. You use the same proposal, you same title, everything same, you don't make any changes, you apply. What if the same proposal end up at the same examiner? Dia pernah berlaku macam ni ya. Just sharing some experience with all of you. I'm also examiner for the Royal Society of Chemistry's fund, okay, which is RSC Research Fund from United Kingdom. So I'm one of the examiner. So every year I will evaluate proposals for the RSC. So there was once the proposal looked very appealing for me, like very good, very nice. But when I read the proposal, I feel like I have seen this proposal somewhere. Okay. I mean, the proposal sounds so familiar in every angle. So what I did, that time, usually after we do the evaluation, we will delete all the proposals. Okay, we will get the special instruction email. But this proposal, I don't know how it happened. I forgot to delete. And then when I checked back my old previous folder, that proposal was still there. And then same title, no changes. And eventually I was the examiner for the first time they applied. But the problem is, I remember when I read back the first proposal, I remember what I've commented. So the same comment, of course, they did not let the applicant know the comment. Like for example, even the MTSF, you don't know what is the comment. Like FRJS, they will give you some comments, but MTSF, you don't know the comment. Okay, what the examiner have commented and so on. But if your proposal got rejected, there might be something that is not appealing, right? So that is the message that I wanted to deliver here, where whenever your proposal got rejected, you change a little bit. So this is the example, I just change over a little bit only. Okay, at one point, that might stand out among the examiners and you will have the rezeki to get this funding. Okay. So this was the award function. So we had Dr. Umi Mashida and also Prof. Shamsia from RMC was the representative who came and attend the event. And they will set up a poster, something like this. So the student, the picture and the summary of the proposal and so on. And this was Professor Dr. Wan Jeffrey from UM. So the award function. Okay, so then what happened? You get the funding. The funding need to be registered at your IPTA. Like in our case, in my case, it is in UiTM. So when we register, actually this project, we have a few collaborators. Okay, so the collaborators who we could not include in the proposal, we can include when we register the research within UiTM or your IPTA. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. So we can include. So this project is actually, we have collaborators who are like Dr. Siti Noratika, Professor Dr. Zaini Haryati, myself, Professor Dr. Wan Jeffrey from UM, and Zahir from our student as well, UiTM student as well. Okay, so so this is the poster that we have got. I think that's all. Okay, that's all, Doctor.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Kavi, for a very elaborate and very detailed. And then actually, the poster actually ReNeU do it for all the lecturers who managed to get the grant. Okay, so my concern is, I think we don't have any more question. I just would like to macam kata encourage lah our young lecturers or apa nama kata the old one pun sama. Sometimes it's quite frustrated because I pernah experience that. Apa nama kata kita rasa macam kita buat proposal tak dapat or this thing kan. Tetapi I'm going to tell you the challenges is even coming bigger in the near coming years. Sebab KPT dulu kita boleh apply FRJS or this thing. KPT tak announce lagi bila platform migrant tu boleh boleh diguna balik. So that's why one of the activities that ReNeU try to do is to open up as much as opportunities. RMC will do the announcement, kata grant apa yang akan ada pada bulan ni. So ReNeU akan buat hebahan or try to find someone yang macam Dr. Kavi boleh share. And Dr. Kavi, although kita ni consider quite last minute lah kan, application tu nak habis 35, tapi kita akan guna this video untuk encourage the researchers yang ada di UiTM to prepare next year. Because kan kadang-kadang kan kita dapat grant dalam masa 2 bulan nak kena buat kan, and masa itulah kelas dah start all this thing. So actually this is not only for the grant tapi untuk next year punya application juga. We are preparing that so that our researchers are more prepared, our researchers are more boleh tengok balik paper proposal sebelum ni.
So I think we should have a bank of proposals.
Exactly.
Saya ada banyak proposal yang kena reject. So of course, kalau macam saya tengok balik proposal saya daripada tahun 2016, 2017, sekarang saya tengok balik, saya rasa saya sendiri takkan biaya. Rasa macam but saya tak biaya sebab dia ada minor part yang kita kena tweak. So we can still make use of that. We can tweak and then we can, include the element that needed at the current time. For example, now many people are talking about AI, machine learning. So this kind of the things, if let's say we apply and it can benefit Malaysia, so these are the topics that we need to find so that we can increase the chances to get the funding. I mean, like not only for Mtsf, probably for any funding. Like also Doctor has mentioned, kita tak pasti lagi kan apa cerita pasal FRJS. So when research wanted to continue, we need to have money. So so we just explore whatever the opportunities that we have, as long as we have the facility untuk buat research dan sebagainya. I think we should give a try.
Yes, correct. As Dr. Kavi cakap, actually kita ReNeU akan adakan 2 lagi sesi sharing macam ni untuk gelar L'Oreal UNESCO for Women Science. Ini memang untuk researchers perempuan, wanita kita di UiTM. You can grab these opportunities. Sama juga lebih kurang dia punya ni, dia perlukan researchers yang di bawah umur 40 tahun. So boleh apply, mungkin boleh approach macam Dr. Kavi. Kita boleh guna postgrad kita apply, tapi kita jadi main supervisor. Dan also satu lagi yang kita akan buat sharing session juga untuk grant Project Public Private Research Network, PPRN. So itu pun bagus, cuma PPRN ni dia kena ada dengan industri. There's a new grant coming up ni daripada Academy of Science. This is the first time. Belum pernah. Usually kalau grant yang baru ni memang ada chances kita nak dapat lebih tinggi. Okay, so tengok-tengok ataupun look up for the announcement daripada ReNeU. Kita akan cuba bantu semua penyelidik. Dan also saya nak highlight juga di sini, untuk 10, 11, 12 Jun ke depan, kita akan ada beberapa series of talk and macam hands on juga untuk siapa yang berminat nak belajar macam mana nak guna AI dalam buat research dia, as well as untuk penggunaan bibliometric analysis. Sebab saya rasa bibliometric analysis ni kebanyakan researchers yang daripada sains dah tahu, tapi engineering mungkin agak kurang. So dua-dua kursus ni akan dibuat di bilik Al-Haitam tingkat 8 di Menara 2 Fakulti Electrical. So saya sangat-sangat mengalukanlah lecturers FKE especially macam Anis, Hafizah, is all this electrical. Tadi ada Dr. Nawawi, Mari kita belajar sama-sama macam mana kita nak guna AI dalam kita buat proposal. Which saya dah go through the bengkel, which is very interesting. So kita juga mengalukan juga daripada kawan-kawan daripada daripada cawangan, sebab masa kita dapat kelulusan ni Prof Nur Azaz ni mention kalau cawangan nak datang, dia sanggup, dia boleh bagikan macam orang kata pembiayaan untuk datang ke Shah Alam. So sila kita kita ambil peluang ni sebab saya rasa the two speakers ni yang buat bibliografi dan AI adalah consider one of the best in the university kita. For bibliometric analysis adalah Dr. Azliana, tak silap saya. Ini untuk AI article writing on AI. Talk will be done by Dr. Ihsan from Electrical. Ira boleh tunjuk the other one, bibliometric analysis will be done by Dr. Azliana daripada Fakulti Sains Kesihatan. Teknik ni dia guna teknik bibliometrik ni, dia dapat produce a Q1 journals untuk ni. So dia nak share, kita buat hands on terus. Okay. Ada apa-apa soalan lagi untuk Dr. Kavi kita? So far dalam chat box tak ada apa dah Dr. Kavi. Okay.
Okay, baik Dr.
Okay, ada ni ke? Ira, kita nak ambil gambar ke Ira?
Boleh Doktor?
Minta semua boleh share kamera, kita ambil gambar sikit sebagai bukti. Alamak, saya punya pula yang tak boleh guna kamera. Apalah yang lain tu? Boleh